their demeanor are all the same. There's no crying, there's no tears, you know, something just doesn't seem right. It seems a little odd.
I think when I don't know people in advance, I'm really not certain what behavior they're going to have before.
But it's like consistent. There's a lot of people that they're showing from these different events who lost family members that, you know, the next day they're just basically fine.
We don't know if that's fine or another behavior. So I understand.
It's very interesting. I mean,
his mother never died before, so he doesn't have that experience. The man's parents didn't die before.
What's going through your head right now? Obviously,
nothing. She waiting for that money they're gonna pay her for acting.
Not just your mother, but other victims who were in that church at the time. What do you feel at the moment?
I feel a lot. I just feel a lot of love.
Hold up, Joker. Wait. You feel a lot of love? How do you feel right now? A lot of love.
I'm a little bitter, but...
I'm a little bitter, though.
This is supposed to be the woman's son and daughter.
No, I'm talking about who's the person
The
that's...
narrator.
Oh, narrator. This is a guy, Red Silver J. He's he looks into a lot of the different shootings and stuff.
Excuse me. Are you saying that some of these people are staged due to the fact that certain things happen, and
Yes.
they didn't get to the people who it really happened, so they just put people up as a front?
The thing is that a lot of these events, it's just like Sandy Hook. I'll give you an example. Sandy Hook. Do you see any video or anything of the guy going through the building killing anybody? When the Columbine killing happened, they showed you video. These guys actually going through the building shooting people. Okay? With this, there were cameras in the Sandy Hook school. This is Charleston, but in the Sandy Hook thing, there were cameras in the building. So where's the footage? They're not showing you anything. It's just like with 9/11. Okay? We know what happened with 9/11. Those buildings were demolished. That wasn't, the so-called terrorist thing. Right. Those were bombs set in that building, and that building went down like this, like a demolition, a controlled demolition.
But there's such thing as crisis cast.
Crisis actors. They call them crisis actors.
I thought it was basically some people who was just basically not saying that
people who are hired to
Well, I'll
they are her children?
They're her children.
Those are her children. So that's why I'm saying this is kind of odd to me. That there's no crying, there's no anger or anything. It's very odd. That doesn't make sense.
They don't show emotion.
But I think he's saying basically in all these incidents, there are people who basically act like they basically...
Like this, I'll give you an example here.
Evening Express, weekdays 5 to 7 Eastern.
Well, this next story is very powerful, but I've got to warn you, the images are also very graphic. You're about to meet some incredibly brave people. They're amputees doing work only they can do, training men and women in uniform. Here's our Poppy Harlow. On this simulated battlefield, it's hard to determine what's real and what's not.
We call it hyper-realistic.
Kit Lavelle served in Vietnam and now runs strategic operations, a movie set turned training ground, preparing thousands of U.S. servicemen and women for combat.
Individuals who are going through the training here are not expecting to see an amputee. So the shock effect of seeing that happen is priceless.
The action is fake, but the amputees are real. They're actors with a unique perspective on what others would consider a disability.
It's more of a gift. I need to share it with people. You think this is a gift?
These people are the masters of illusion. if you think about it, you can watch a movie and cry, right? But it's all an illusion, you know. It's they know how to tap into people's emotions and stuff. But this, when you look at this, I mean, it looks like it's real, but it's not. You know, this is all fake.
That is a gift.
Heather Morales lost her right leg to cancer when she was just 8.
Yeah, just, you can come up. I just wanted
Ted and June DiStefano both lost their left leg in a tragic accident.
The car came around the corner too fast and hit us. It's a trauma that's been changed, that can change other people's lives as well as my own. It's become an asset.
I went through similar training here recently, and it's as real as it gets. It's preparation that we do as journalists before we go into a hostile environment. And when I was working myself on these amputee actors, it's what made me really want to tell their story.
Yeah, well, I've met people that have already gone through the training and have gone overseas and come back and say that the training helped them.
Really? Yeah, those are the best. When they come back and say you made a difference, those are amazing.
Having amputee actors, what does that add to this? What does that mean?
Complete realism, because it actually is more realistic, and it gives them that firsthand knowledge of what to do in case of a casualty.
Most importantly, it takes away the shock.
Personally, haven't been there. It means so much big difference to actually working with these people to actually simulate real life combat.
Personally, I would say thank you, because they're putting out for the military personnel new experience that we need to save lives.
You can see it in their eyes that it's really affecting them.
Do they cry?
Oh yeah.
You've had servicemen and women in training cry seeing you.
Yes, I have.
Do you cry?
Absolutely.
For the amputees, what could be traumatic is far from it. What is it?
So it's so realistic to them that some of them cry about the situation. Okay. Let me try to show you one more. See, a lot of people think that these things are staged because they're trying to do what? Promote gun control. They've been trying to promote gun control for the longest, okay? And the thing is, if they keep having these events, it's gonna make people, the public, want to say, "Oh no, we'll give up our guns." But the thing is that they want to make this a police state, and they can't have a police state if the citizens are armed. That's why they're pushing gun control so much.
I had that for 9 months.
Now this is the guy who was the reporters, and they were in a relationship and stuff, and then she got murdered. But watch them. They were supposed to be lovers and stuff like that. But watch them. Same thing. Watch.
What all of us in this business, well, not maybe all of us, but
I will also ask the school board to make a part of every day some kind of anti-violence, anti-gun message. Every day, every school, at every level. One thing that I think is clear with young people and with adults as well is that we just have to be repetitive about this. It's not enough to simply have a catchy ad on a Monday and then only do it every Monday. We need to do this every day of the week and just really brainwash people into thinking about guns in a vastly different way. Brainwash people into thinking about guns in a vastly different way.
Mark my words, my mission in life, and I talked to the governor today, he called me.
And this is the father and the boyfriend of the slain newscaster.
And he said, and I told him, I said, I'm going to do something, whatever it takes to get gun legislation, to shame people, to shame legislators into doing something about closing loopholes in background checks and making sure crazy people don't get guns.
have any of these pictures, I never would have taken these pictures with any other girl except her. And he did it to Adam, and I...
Say again?
You know, I think he's in the news as well. Under your topic, I understand manufacturing evil from people like this. I just didn't get it from the children that were in that. That's the only video. But I understand manufacturing violence.
I mean, my thing is, all of them are basically, when you look at it, their mannerisms are all the same. I mean, in terms of, there's no crying, there's no real emotion or anything about losing these loved ones. They're actors. They're actors.
And she loved her family so much.
That's supposed to be her
I just want to be able to touch her soul. And I can't do it.
Thank you for being here. It takes courage and we appreciate it.
I wouldn't have had these pictures if it wasn't for her. She made us take these pictures, and that's why I'm just so thankful that there are so many pictures of her. I've never had anyone who has wanted to create pictures like this for me. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have any of these pictures. I never would have taken these pictures with any other girl except her.
She was so loved by all, and my heart is broken, and I'm never gonna hear that again.
I mean, it's something strange going on, y'all. I mean, you really have to think about it and not, you got to think outside the box a little bit. You know, you have a system that doesn't respect God or doesn't believe in God. And they are capable of anything. A person that doesn't believe in God is capable of anything. All right? Because that has nothing to shape their morals. But I'm going to leave you with this last piece from a movie called The Last Kiss Goodnight, I think. This is a movie with Samuel L. Jackson.
In 1993, World Trade Center bombing, remember? During the trial, one of the bombers claimed the CIA had advanced knowledge. The diplomat who issued the terrorist visa was CIA. It's not unthinkable they paved the way for the bombing, purely to justify a budget increase.
You're telling me that you're gonna fake some terrorist thing just to get some money out of Congress?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Hennessy, I have no idea how to fake killing 4,000 people. So we're just gonna have to do it for real. Well, blame it on the Muslims, naturally.
Okay? And that's what 9/11 was about.
What year was that?
I don't remember the year this movie was made. It's called The Long Kiss Goodnight. And the thing is, you have to pay attention to a lot of the movies because they're giving you information sometime in these movies. Okay?
Funding. Good night, old girl. There they are, the head shop.
See, the thing is that they couldn't pass the Patriot Act before 9/11 because people felt that it, invaded their privacy too much. But as soon as 9/11 happened, then everybody really wanted to pass it, okay? But now you're seeing a society that's turning into a surveillance state, okay? Your phones, your internet, all of this stuff tracks everything that you do. So if, they want to blackmail you or anything, they can. But this is why. And the thing is that how are these terrorist things happening if they got all of this surveillance going on? So something's not right, Something's definitely not right. Let me see what time it is. Let's see if I can throw something else in there. Oh, we only got 5 minutes.
Did you say they wanted to make this a police state? Like it,
Egypt? They want to make this a police state. They don't want the citizens to be armed. That's why they keep pushing this gun control thing so much and so hard. They did it in Australia, right? in Australia, the crime rate actually went up when they got took the people, the citizens' guns. Because now the criminals was going there, oh, they don't got no gun. I can go there and do what I want, you know. So, you know, it's all a lot of this stuff is a sham. And like I said, you have to be very careful with television programming, because that's what they're doing. They're programming. Okay, it's, you know, I can't stress enough about the television program.
All the movies, Al Qaeda, this, that. They don't even make movies creative no more. They just want to gear it like, we're going over to this country and we got to find Al Qaeda. We got to do this.
Well, the thing is, if you ever listen to a guy named Aaron Russo, right? He talks about how he was told about an event that was going to happen, right? He was friends with one of the elite families. This guy was in the elite family, and he was friends with him. And this guy told him that there was going to be an event, and you were going to see people looking for people in caves that they never were going to find. Okay, so he was describing the 9/11 event to him, basically. So he was told this, years before 9/11 took place. So, a lot of this stuff, like I said, is, it's staged. The thing that they want to do is they want to have everybody. He said that their ultimate goal was to have everybody chipped, with an RFID chip. And it's a chip that's the size of a grain of rice, and they want to have it injected into everybody. Okay, so they can, you had to, use this to open your door, your car, start your car. This thing would be embedded in you, but they would be able to track you wherever you went. Okay, so a lot of people, we're so distracted by entertainment. The word entertainment means distraction. It means to distract. And we're so caught up with, a lot of us go home and we watch shows like, what's that show, Empire. You got Muslims watching Empire, which doesn't make any sense, because you're feeding yourself filth and garbage, and our children is shaping our children's minds. I had a little girl, she was first grader, and I was helping her on the computer, and she looked up at me and she said, Mr. Abdul, she said, did you see Empire last night? Last night was the 2-hour season finale. I'm like, what? And see, the thing is that this stuff is shaping them. It's shaping their minds. When they see this homosexuality, you think that this is all right. And this is how, this is something that's normal. So we got to be very careful what we allow our children to consume, because you are what you eat. And we're not, this stuff is just going past us as entertainment. Allah tells you in the Quran that this life is nothing but amusement and play, right? And when you look up the word entertainment means amusement and play, So we have to be very, very careful, very, very careful. And I know, a lot of us have grown up on TV and that kind of stuff, and TV is like a drug. Some people get, you gotta go in the house, just turn the TV on, just have it on. You're not even watching it, it's just on. So, like I said, it's very important, y'all. I mean, I would love to show you what this, what this guy said, but I think we're out of time. And I know y'all want to get to eating soon, so. But we'll close with Surah Al-Ikhlas. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد